All right, King Ike is serial entrepreneur over here. So he's busy. We expect that. You know what I mean? He got a 1.2 million net worth. He has the right to text whenever he wants to. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop his grind. King Ike, we're here again, guys. Millionaire Before 30, Jay Morrison and Issac Grace. The Millennial Hope Dealer, real estate pioneer. Family. Ike, so you got 5 or 6 businesses, big real estate portfolio, right? Talk to us about now you're venturing into being an author, first-time author, and you got the clothing line, the merch line. Tell everybody what those things are about. And I want to ask, like, with so much already on your plate, why'd you push yourself even to now write your first book and to launch the Legacy of a Lifestyle clothing line?
Right. That's a great question. And I think for me, the reason why I did this was because I do got a lot on my plate. And one big thing that I learned this year from a virtual mentor of mine is Master P, right? Mm-hmm. And he talked about how our community, we need to make products. We need to create products and stop just being talents. So I kind of, obviously as I take advice, I always put myself in them shoes, and I kind of realized, like, you know what? I'm a talent. I have to work, I have to perform, I have to show my skills, tell my story to generate revenue. Mm-hmm. So for this year, again, and inspired by Master P, he has a saying, there's no limit to success. It's something that his grandfather taught him at a young age. Don't never let nobody put a cap to your success. Your employers, your boss, any of that, because there's truly no limit to how far you can go. So when that was instilled into me, it really sparked the idea of how can I create some products that won't take a lot of energy, effort out of me. So the biggest thing, and we've been talking about me writing a book. So I was like, you know what? This is the year right here. I got my momentum. I'm post-cancer. So this is the post-COVID as well. Almost post-COVID anyway. Yeah. And this is the perfect time for me to really work on this book. So I did the book because I knew it would be a great product to give to people to really want to explore what do I have to offer. It's a 130-page book teaching you guys how to become a master real estate wholesaler, and just taking my entire 7-year journey and breaking it down into 12 principles to becoming a master real estate wholesaler. And that's really having a full-fledged business. Oh. So I knew once I created the book, I got it up and running, it can literally run on autopilot. And it's just a great lead magnet, a great relationship introduction for a lot of inspiring entrepreneurs already in the entrepreneurial space. Experienced people can read it and see the value in it and want to, consult in me more, and as well as newbie investors as well. So that's why I decided to do the book. Then the clothing line, Legacy of a Lifestyle, was inspired by us in 2019 summertime. And that was when I was on my Young and Wealthy tour and trying to find my overlining message for college students. I knew what we was teaching: real estate, business, credit, speaking, being CEO of your last name. But how can I say all that in one word, right? In one phrase? And that was a legacy over a lifestyle. Yeah. So it started as just a tagline. And then I just really loved the idea of legacy over a lifestyle. And I literally would ask myself every day, is this benefiting my legacy or my lifestyle? So that's kind of legacy of a lifestyle is probably the reason why I'm at a $1.2 million net worth, because I always had that in the back of my head, any decisions that I make. So it wasn't really supposed to be a clothing line, but obviously when we went on our tour, we started making little t-shirts and people was like really feeling the brand, feeling the buzz. And in 2021, we ended up launching and we said, let's just do low-level merchandise. It doesn't have to be anything high quality. We're not like a full-fledged fashion brand. But we do have merch that speaks to millennial entrepreneurs. And really the mission with Legacy Over Lifestyle is just to inspire entrepreneurs to reach their full potential, teaching them success principles that has helped us, become master manifestors and really put us on a path to building an extraordinary legacy. So it started as the clothing, but now we're somewhat transitioning into a self-development opportunity, self-development program. So I've seen on my journey that there's a lot of people out here that's making tons of money, from entertainers to rappers to entrepreneurs. But I'm seeing a lot of people that the decisions that they make is not even really equivalent to the amount of money that they're making, right? And what I really mean by that is their mindsets sometimes aren't built up to endure the wealth that they're actually receiving. So just because you're getting the wealth doesn't mean that you actually deserve it sometimes.
Money don't make you smarter.
Money does not make you smarter.
Or more mature.
Or more mature.
Yep.
Right? So I've been seeing this pattern where I'm seeing people that got more wealth than me, but they actually telling the community to keep on spending their money, right? Or they're telling people to blow it fast or go get it right now while you alive. You know, I heard Lil Baby on one of his songs mention recently, YOLO, you only live once. You know, that was kind of a 2014 thing, but it's still lingering around. And this is coming from, you know, a person who's fortunate enough to have millions of dollars and have, you know, the life. But for someone like me who's trying to get it up, if you tell me you only live once, I can go blow half my net worth in a weekend or a summer trying to keep up with the people that we look up to.
Yeah.
So the Legacy Over Lifestyle community isn't to combat against anybody, but it's just to make more entrepreneurs aware that we have to work on our mindset more than we work on our skill set.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I think you're right. Like, my philosophy has been like, I believe in YOLO. I wrote it in my book, Hip Hop to Homeowners, right? My first book. Mm-hmm. And I believe in YOLO. And my thing is, if you only live once, that means I got to make it count.
Yeah.
That don't mean F it up. If I only live once, I need to make the most out of this thing.
Yeah.
And I need to make the most out of my cash and the most out of my assets and the most out of my skills, my talents, my time, and all that. So you only live once shouldn't be a bailout, right? For us to be able to just do what we want. It should really mean and make what we do count even more since
like
you only
that.
live once.
I like that.
Because we can't get it back. You can't get your time back, can't get your life back. So make it count while you're here. And don't just make it count for you, for the enjoyment that once we die, I don't know that we remember any of these experiences or these enjoyments. We don't know that. So we're so worried about living these experiences now, but once we die, we don't know if those experiences last, but we do know our legacy lasts. We do know our wealth lasts. We do know our portfolios last. We do know these skill sets last that we train our children. Mm-hmm. So make it count so when you do die, because you only live once, that what you left behind is beneficial to your heirs and to your last name. So Legacy Over Lifestyle.
Legacy Over Lifestyle.
No, that's awesome. God, listen, you can check out the Legacy Over Lifestyle clothing line and brand and the new community coming, as well as Ike's first book. Tell them about the first book, the name, title, and where they can get that, Ike.
Yep. So the first book is Creating Cash and Real Estate for Millennials. 130-page, short, easy read, breaking down my life stories in between all these important components in the business. You can check it out on creatingcashandrealestate.com, and all the information is there to get your ebook or a hard copy.
There you go. You guys got it there, and you can see the man, the myth, the legend in person May 22nd from 3 to 4 p.m. or online for free training on how to make $138,000 in real estate in 1 week. Again, how to make $138,000 in real estate in 1 week. Free training, 1 hour training. We've been celebrating King Ike's life and his journey, his coming of age. Mr. 1.2 million plus in net worth. Guys, register for that at legacycenterlive.com. Legacycenterlive.com. You don't want to miss it. It's free. It costs you nothing. And if you didn't believe in King Jay's rise and story, which I've told a trillion times online, right? High school dropout, poverty kid, Section 8 kid, 2.5 years in prison, 3-time felon, all that, and to millionaire before 28. If you ain't believe my story, well, you got to rise right here in front of you. From the streets, GED kid, right? Cancer survivor, and again, 1.2 million plus in net worth in real life right in front of you guys. So we'll see you there at legacycenterlive.com May 22nd. Thank you for tuning in. Be inspired, but more importantly, take action. Peace.